With Generation 8 coming to the Switch in 2019, the Pokémon Sun and Moon anime is probably going to be ending pretty soon. Now normally when a Pokémon series ends, it can feel a bit sad, as Ash, or Satoshi if you're a weeb like me, lets go of everything he had accomplished over the past few years and starts all over again.
It must be the onion, making my eyes water.
Yeah, not this time. Now, how do I put this? You see, the thing is, at least in my opinion, the Pokémon Sun and Moon anime is, not very good. Now, before we get to the big stuff, let's tackle the elephant in the room. The animation sucks! But seriously though, how did we go from this to this? I mean, don't get me wrong, changing up an art style can be a good thing. Just look at the upcoming Dragon Ball movie. It has an awesome hand-drawn art style that pays homage to the 90s, and everyone is loving it. Even Pokémon Origins used a new style to convey a much more serious tone and story, and it worked out great. With Sun and Moon, however, it did not work out great. It worked out like this.
Now shake it with more energy! It's like wiggle, 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 yeah!
Why?
I hate this and everything it stands for. Kill me.
Now, I've heard some people online defend the animation, saying that it has sort of a Ghibli-like art style to it. Actually, is it pronounced Ghibli or Ghibli? Hey Siri, Ghibli or Ghibli?
I didn't find any matching places.
Wow, you're helpful. But honestly, I'm offended that anyone would ever compare the incredible work of Miyazaki to this.
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong.
Okay, animation rant over. Let's move on to another weak part. The characters. Remember how determined Ash was in XY? How he would pull all-night training sessions and was always determined to overcome any obstacle? Ash became such a great trainer in XY that he actually forgot what losing felt like.
今日はごめんな、月光が。俺がもっとしっかりしてれば、お前のあの力を引き出せたはずなのに。俺さえしっかりしてれば。
This leads to a great moment where Ash wanders off alone to reflect on himself and why he lost his gym battle to Wolfric. During this time, Ash not only learns to master Greninja's bond phenomenon, but also matures a lot as a character. Well, throw all of that out the window, because now Ash is unable to give a presentation without using Rotom to cheat! Seriously, this cannot be the same Ash I grew up with, the one I've been watching since I was like 6. It's like I'm watching my childhood hero get completely ruined in every way possible. But enough on Ash. The new characters are probably much better than he is, right? Well, here's my quick rundown of all of them. Kiawe starts out as a strong and confident trainer, who seems like he would make a good rival for Ash. And then he's degraded to a pure comic relief character. They end up making Gladion Ash's rival instead, and honestly, I'm alright with that. Lana is not only super boring, but also forgettable. Like seriously, half the time you won't even notice she's there. Mallow is actually a pretty interesting and likable character, and some of the best episodes focus on her and her goals to be a better chef. But unfortunately, there's just not enough of these episodes. There's also an episode where she acts super drunk. Sophocles is basically Clement, except he's a horrible trainer, whines a lot, and is overall extremely annoying. Professor Kukui is, well, fine I guess. Not really much to say here, honestly. He does get married in one episode, so I guess that's something. And then we have Lily, who actually has an entire story arc dedicated to her. Cause you know, that seems fair to all the other characters. Lily starts out as a shy girl, who is completely incapable of touching Pokemon. We find out this is due to a traumatic experience she had as a child when encountering the Hiligo. Not gonna lie, this story arc is basically the best part of the entire series. We learn a lot about Lily's past during this arc, and the show does a pretty good job of emphasizing the importance of her memories.
思い出されては困る過去の記憶を。
思い出されては困る。
過去の記憶?
I'd also like to mention that Lily's the main reason why I refuse to watch the English dub. You see, here's her voice in the Japanese version. However, in the English dub, she sounds like this.
My Gladion's so sweet. My brother has always been very gentle and kind, but today he acted like he was a different person altogether. Oh.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
No offense to Lori Himes here, but I think Lily is much younger than you make her out to be. Himes also voiced a Pelipper in one episode, and I find that pretty hilarious. Alright, voice ran over. I really like how this arc focuses on some of the side characters, most of which are way more entertaining to watch than the main cast, plus we're also graced with this amazing scene. Now, if that's not the greatest thing you have ever witnessed, you're obviously lying to yourself. Okay, if Faba doesn't win Best Girl 2018, there is absolutely no justice in this world. But how exactly does this arc end? What in Arceus' name was that? Did Ash's Z-Ring just evolve and then go back to normal? How? Why? They literally never explained this. And this, my friends, is where the show gets bad again. You see, the standard episode is boring, lazily written, and overall just not that good. And it sucks too, because there's a few episodes that are actually really well done. For example, there's an episode about a Litten whom we had met earlier in the series. Litten is a wild Pokemon, and it lives with a Stoutland. However, the Stoutland has been growing sick and weak, leaving Litten to take care of it. Ash sees what's going on, and brings Stoutland to a Pokemon Center to be treated. Litten returns home to see Stoutland, only to find out that it was too late. It's moments like these that make me realize that there really are a lot of talented people working on this show. And it's really a shame that there aren't more of these talented writers, as most episodes are just filled with bad plots and stupid comic relief. Going back to why I made this video, why exactly do I dislike this anime so much? Well, to be honest, there's a lot of reasons. I'm not a fan of the art style. The animation quality has gone down drastically from XY. The new characters are kinda lame, the stories are boring, and I honestly just feel that Pokemon was never made to be a slice of life show. But the main reason I dislike it so much still remains the protagonist. I mentioned earlier that Ash is not the same character he once was, and I feel like if Pokemon had just made a new main protagonist, I would have liked the series so much more. For any of you watching that grew up with Ash's adventures, and absolutely hate what they've done with him, I can definitely feel your pain. It's like watching your childhood crumbling down to your feet. However, Pokemon isn't ignoring us. The Pokemon I Choose You movie, while kinda mediocre in my opinion, was a love letter to fans of the original series. And the new movie coming out soon appears to be made specifically for those of us who have kept up with Pokemon for years. This movie, called Everyone's Story in Japan, features a brand new location with brand new characters, and best of all, a redesigned, more serious and adult-looking version of Ash. And to top it all off, this movie is being made by none other than Wit Studios. You know, the guys who made freaking Attack on Titan. And while it may be strange to have all these different versions of the same character coexisting, I see it as a reminder that Pokemon wants to make all of their fans happy, no matter who they are. But you know what would make me happy? Subscribing to this channel. You could also leave a like on this video, or you could leave a like on all my videos. That would be pretty neato. But in the meantime, I've gotta watch something that's a bit better than Pokémon Sun and Moon. I wonder if Gun Gale's any good.